All right, we are live. Welcome to the Monetize Your Book Challenge, day 4 homework review. Super excited to be here today. Right now, I'm going to spend about 15 minutes giving some updates and reviews on the homework assignments that have been, the homework assignments that have been loaded into the shared in the Facebook group under the homework post. Okay. So Twanika has shared her offers. It says, here's my offers for my upcoming book, The Seat Doesn't Lead, a guide for women leaders to make decisions with assurance, lead decisively, and protect credibility. Low ticket decisions without delay, 6-week live program for women in leadership, ready to trust themselves fully, make clear, timely decisions in tough moments, and accelerate results with confident leadership. This is a 6-week live program with a group of ambitious women leaders. The price is $1,500 in 6 weeks. The next tier is the Decisive Leader, $3,500, 90 days. 90-day private advisory for executives, entrepreneurs, pastors, and principals who want structured support on the decisions that matter most. You'll get weekly one-on-one strategy sessions plus Voxer access Monday through Friday for same-day support. In 90 days, you'll not only deliver confident decisions in tough moments, you'll leave with a personalized decision playbook that fits your role, your team, and your leadership style so you keep results long after the intensive. All right, so Twanika, my initial question here is this is 90 days for $3,500. You're doing weekly one-on-one sessions with them and Voxer support for $3,500. I think that you can do maybe either an initial one-on-one followed by Voxer support or all one-on-one. My issue with all one-on-one for 90 days is if you get 10, say you get 10 people to enroll in this, there's 10 one-on-one clients every single week, plus all of them Voxering you for 90 days, okay? So it's just something to consider from a capacity standpoint. I think that a weekly is enough at this price range, especially for 12 weeks. Because you also have to look at it, when you divide 3,500 by 12, let's do the math real quick. Because let's look at your actual time. Like, I don't even know how long these sessions are. So how long are these one-on-one sessions? So 3,500 divided by 12 weeks. Okay, so that's about $292 per session. But that's also not including your prep time, your delivery time, the results. So I don't think that you should include Voxer access in with it. I think weekly is enough. Now, if you want to do email support, that you can do email support, but just Voxer access, giving someone basically just a lot of access to you throughout the week. It's the price isn't equivalent to the value. And then you have $7,500 for 6 months, 6-month mastermind for women in leadership who want to accelerate decisions, deliver results on schedule, and expand their influence in the rooms that matter most. All right. So I see the description, but I don't have the details. So what does this 6-month mastermind include of? Like, is this group calls? Is this one-on-one calls? How many times per month is it? How many times are those calls going to be? You know, like, when we're pricing the offers, we also have to look at what we're giving, what the outcomes are, and what that looks like. So I would say that the 6-week and the 90 days, I would, instead of 6-week, I would either do something like an intensive, like maybe like a 90-minute intensive and then a 90-day program. Because 6 weeks followed by 90 days, like 6 weeks is like a month and a half. It's half of the 90 days. So if I'm looking at it from that perspective of 6 weeks versus 90 days, right? Like, it is actually cheaper to just do like it would be less for somebody to do the way you had this price. It would be less for somebody to do the 6-week program twice. I'm just saying it'd be like $250 less each time. So because of that, I think that you can maybe do either maybe a coaching bundle, like maybe 3 coaching sessions, or maybe just like one 90-minute intensive. That can be your low ticket. And then the 90 days can be your mid ticket, followed by the 6 months at $7,500. Okay. And even with that, like, look at your pricing. Look at your pricing. $3,500. The 90 days is half of 6 months. So 3,500 times 2, that's like 7,000. It would still come out to be less than this. So if they were to do this twice, it would be less than this. So this is why we got to look at our pricing and really look at what we're doing. Okay. If anything, this can be $39.97. Okay. Something to that degree. So that way, if somebody was to do this twice, they end up paying more than doing the 6 months. It's something to consider. Okay. I hope that makes sense. Let's see. Let me come back in and refresh. Oh, okay, I see you here. All right. All right, let me see. You're so welcome. You are welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm trying to see the comments. I can't see all the comments. All right, so you were the only one who had uploaded their offers for feedback. Now, what I can try to do real quick, because I have about 7 minutes left. I got about 7 minutes left. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm trying to come into the group from my phone so I can see, so I can actually see all the comments and all that stuff. Okay. And I don't see anyone else who has uploaded their offers and their pricing. All right. So let's do this. I saw, because we have about 7 minutes left, I did see a few people come in and submit homework assignment number 1. All right, Toyin says, my book helps so I can review these, some of the older assignments, since I have about 7 minutes left. My book helps professors build a 6-figure business in 5 hours a week or less. It's called The 6-Figure Professor, Build a Semester-Proof Business in 5 hours per week. Toyin, I love this. I guess my question would be, what type of business? I think that you need to specify which type of business, because if you're talking about like a franchise could be a business. And we know that with franchises that can't be built in 5 hours a week or less, right? So I think that it is possible for professors to build a business, but I think we need to specify what type of business we're helping them to build. All right. Lindsay says, my book helps new principals audit and revise key systems and structures to ensure the highest levels of clarity, consistency, and capacity building. Okay, so I would suggest that you go back and use the framework. My book helps the audience new principals to do what? Audit and revise key systems and structures so they can, like, honestly, all of this using our 7 domain framework. Again, if you go back and listen to, I think it was, I don't remember if it was the training from day 2 or the homework review from day 2, but people don't care about a 7 domain framework. You care about that because it's yours, but the person that's buying from you, they don't care that you are using a 7 domain framework. They only care that you're getting them results. So my book helps this audience do this so they can lead with intention. And even this, so they can lead with intention that translates to impact. We don't understand what that means. So we want to be as concise as possible, using as few words as possible. So they can lead with intention, or so they can lead with impact. Those make sense. But so they can lead with intention that translates to impact. That often it goes back to what I was saying. Oftentimes, we as educators or academians, we have been taught that using more words is necessary in order to communicate, because that's what's required in school. That's what's required to get our degrees. But in sales, less is more. In sales, more concise is actually what's going to convert. Being overly wordy and making it to where people have to try to figure out what you're talking about, it's not going to convert. So you have a great start here, but I definitely will encourage you to use the framework and really condense this down. When Dr. Fagan says, I empower women leaders and professionals to amplify their voices, build authentic influence and impact to achieve the career and business goals they desire. All right. I empower women and leaders, or I help women leaders and professionals to write persuasively so they can achieve the career and business goals they desire. That's the best way to simplify it. Vanessa says, my book, The Broken Butterfly, helps heal and guide young adults in finding strength in the places they have felt broken, transform their life with resilience, freedom, and hope. So again, going back to some of the messaging training that we did, speaking to the positive. My book helps young adults. My book helps this audience, young adults, find inner strength or develop inner strength so they can transform their life and develop resilience, freedom, and hope. That's what that needs to sound like. Kim McCargo says, my book, Saved, doesn't settle for less. My book equips Christian leaders over 40 to build their confidence, clarity, and courage so they can live a life that glorifies God without compromise. All this extra, who feels stuck, unfulfilled. Remember, we don't want to use that language. All right. By delivering faith-based strategies, all of that's unnecessary. All right. So let's keep it all the way. Let's niche it down. All right. Kimani says, I help writers improve their manuscripts so they can feel confident about their work, feel confident about their published work. Kimani says, my children's book, He's Not Your Dad, helps parents of blended families to navigate difficult conversations with their children so they can ensure their children's feelings are acknowledged, understood, and addressed. I love that, actually. I don't think that you need to say step families. I think blended families does just fine. If we know if we have blended families, then step parents are in the mix. All right. Those are my thoughts about it. So, all right. I think that I went over a lot of the session 1. Let's look if we had any from session 2. I have like a couple more minutes. Got to be in bed by 10:30, y'all. I have a 5 a.m. gym appointment. Okay, so we're looking at good, better, best offers. Bottom, mid-tier, higher tier. Entry level is your book and workbook bundle. Good. Mid-tier is coaching, healing circles and group programs. High ticket is speaking engagements with bulk book orders factored in. All right, and then you have train the trainer, professional development, and academics partnerships. I'm assuming all that's high ticket. Brandy says, my offerings for my book, journal and workbook bundle, guided audio series, a collective 8-week group experience, and your wellness retreat. So those are your tiers. All right. I think all the rest of these I actually went over and gave feedback on the day of. All right. So great job, everyone. Great job, great job, great job. And for those of you all who submit your reviews, kudos to you. And if you haven't had a chance to review your submissions, if you haven't had a chance to complete your submissions, I definitely suggest that you do so. Letitia says, would you look at my session 1 statement? I didn't see it. Let me go back and look. And then I have to roll out. Okay, I saw that you just posted it here. My book provides school leaders with strategic, cost-effective strategies to redesign their school buildings and facilities so they can improve school culture and student learning outcomes. I love it. I love it because I understand what the goal is there. Especially when you're looking at that cost-effective and knowing that they have to work within certain budgets and certain, buckets of money. Yes, I love that. I love that that update and that revision there. Okay, I hope that helped. So let me come back up here to the video. So remember, your homework is for you. It's not for me. It's to help you flush out your ideas. It's to help you refine your processes. Okay. So I don't want you to think, oh, I'm doing this for jazz. Like, it literally will take 5 to 10 minutes per night. If you sit down and if you make the decision, you know what, I can do this. I'm going to do this, and I'm going to set my timer for 10 minutes. And in 10 minutes, I'm going to draft my ideas. Remember, taking action is the key to moving forward. Taking action is the key to getting results. We can't get results if we're always thinking about the results that we want. So you've got to start from where you are, going back to what we talked about yesterday, looking at what's in your house and utilizing that and starting where you are. We can't think about what we need to do. We actually need to go do it. Okay. So super excited for you all. And for those of you all who submitted applications, we did for the private partnership, we did send out the replay. If you didn't submit an application and you still want to, you still can, and we will send you the replay. Okay. So you can still submit your partnership application to learn about the 4 ways that you can work with me and the team. And then we will send you the replay, and we'll be following up with everyone as well. Okay. So super excited to see you guys tomorrow, where we'll be talking about creating your profit plan. Okay. Super excited about Friday's session. All right. Y'all have a great night. See you guys soon.